You can't go to Trevor Slattery in Iron Man 3 and say, no, he actually really was the Mandarin. But you can still do that with him if they want to retcon it. It has begun. Hashtag save Quicksilver. Campaign has started, trending. Spoilers for WandaVision right here. Episode 5, Evan Peters shows up as Pietro Quicksilver. All of us fans, at least 99.999% of us, were like, this must be the introduction of the multiverse. Taking Evan Peters Quicksilver, moving him over here. Even the English for the hearing impaired says X-Men's Quicksilver enters. That's what they said. Come to find out, he's just some guy named Ralph Bohner. Some people are like, wait, still could be. People are really trying to protect their own emotions right now, which I totally get. Trying to justify that maybe that really is still a Quicksilver. Maybe that Ralph Bohner guy is the witness protection guy. A lot that has been really deep dived into of how none of that adds up. Director Matt Shakman has come out and he's talked about how, yeah, it was just a joke. He pretty much just confirms it. And he does go on to say though, like, guys, don't worry, mutants are coming. There's a movie coming out called Multiverse of Madness, which I think is like a really big indicator. The mutants were announced at Comic-Con. There's a lot of speculation that since Falcon and Winter Soldier was actually supposed to come out originally before WandaVision, they might start alluding to or introducing the concept of mutants in there, which would have made it easier to register this Evan Peters thing as a joke. That's just speculation. Bottom line, hashtag save Quicksilver. We don't have a Quicksilver.
Right now, we've got Ralph Bohner and a dead body.
And there's one picture that did come out here that I thought was great for the hashtag save Quicksilver campaign. I think it's the main one. Favorite moment from Days of Future Past. It is Quicksilver. Yep. Favorite moment from Age of Ultron. Didn't see that coming. Actually, for me, it's the picking up the hammer. But again, didn't see that coming. It's cool. Favorite moment from X-Men Apocalypse. Yes. The Quicksilver mansion saving scenes. Favorite moment from WandaVision. Easily the most talked about moment was when Quicksilver showed up. Favorite Pietro Peter line. Didn't see that coming. Wholesome picks, songs that make you think of sweet dreams, hopes for the future, and hashtag save Quicksilver appreciation. Yes, it is kind of funny how Quicksilver was the best part of the X-Men movies, as of late. One of the best parts of them.
One of the reliably quality sequences you could count on.
Yeah, I know not everyone's gonna jump on that train. I think a lot of people, though, will say, like, oh, every time he had his moment, it was a standout, especially in Days of Future Past. And Apocalypse was, like, one of the few good things about that one, right? And he doesn't get a full resolution on the arc that they set up with him. As he becomes more of a character in Apocalypse, he doesn't really get that arc. Some of us were thinking that maybe now that he's in the MCU, we might get that. Obviously, did not occur. So right now, what we have is a dead Quicksilver. Pietro died in Age of Ultron. So that leaves us in this area of, yeah, are we just not going to get a Quicksilver now? Are they just waiting for Speed to grow up for Young Avengers? And they'll be like, that's your Quicksilver replacement in the meantime. But Quicksilver himself is just a very specific character. And I didn't actually know about this campaign until today. So to read up on it, it really did hit me. Like, oh, damn, we're at risk right now of never having a Quicksilver. So that's just a bummer situation. So yeah, Marvel, fix this.
Listen to the fans, cave to our demands, and bring them both back. You could do anything now. I mean, that's the thing, is I gotta imagine a Quicksilver will show back up again, and I'm sure they will have the sense to see this and to take it into account at the very least. I don't know what to think. I still think that there could be a kernel of something to bringing him over, but as of right now, yeah, I can definitely understand why people are upset, especially because as of right now, without any other X-Men related news or content in the shows yet out, yeah, like a lot of people gotta feel like, especially the Quicksilver faithful fans, gotta feel like, damn, our boy's getting the short end of the stick kind of every time, except for those dead Fox X-Men movies now.
And I get how fans find that there's like a disrespect to the character. He shows up in Age of Ultron. He dies in the first movie he shows up in. And I thought, like, all right, well, that's fine. At least we got a Quicksilver in the X-Men universe. But in that X-Men universe, because of the Disney Fox deal, we never got to have a resolution on that character. He shows up here. We all get excited. And then he's just a boner joke in the end. It's just when you like look at it in the context of that, like at first it was cool of, oh, we're honoring this. We're honoring Evan Peters and how great he is. Like there are some people who jump on the defensive like, it's a WandaVision show. It's not about Quicksilver. But I'm like, well,
she's important to him.
She's important to him, and Marvel, they led with wanting us to believe that is the X-Men Quicksilver. So this does feel like a spin in the face. When I was on the website Geekosity yesterday, there was a report coming out that Evan Peters is actually supposed to show up in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, supposedly. So maybe this isn't the end. You know, I'm under the impression Ralph Bohner is a guy who was taken over in Westview. He had a bill, you know, it's been there for months, and the guy with a headshot wouldn't be someone who's in witness protection program, right? I don't know any actor that's in witness protection program.
It's literally against the rules of being in witness protection, is you can't have a public job.
Yeah, so like I don't think that's it. Like you see that even in the episode, WandaVision has pretty quick speed, and Agatha has multiple powers too. So I can see how she like put something in Ralph to imbue him with some super speed, right? To give the illusion. So I feel like a lot of this whole thing of him really being Quicksilver is debunked, but I feel like it was so short-lived in the final episode. It was so brief, surprisingly, that I feel like they left them some room to go back on this or fix it, because it just ends with, oh my god, I forget what the hell Ralph Bohner says.
Yeah.
So it just looked like he was under a spell and he was just some dude named Ralph Bohner, wasn't Quicksilver. So I think that there's a version where they can go back and be like, no, it really was a Quicksilver.
They could do any number.
They left them room to change it. Like
maybe
you can't do that with Trevor Slattery.
I do feel like Marvel has shown an ability in the past to take things that were thrown out there before and recontextualize them, or perhaps this is some kind of long game. Like with all these theories that have come up and stuff like that, I feel like there's an element of long game, and while I could see this being the meme, because Marvel does at this point have, this is like a threefer at this point with, you know, Nick Fury's eye and the Mandarin and all that stuff, I wonder if they might have approached this with a certain level of awareness and are going to surprise us down the line, or if they're just going to pay close attention to this and then figure out a way to surprise us later.
Yeah, I think it'd be kind of weird if we got a third Quicksilver.
It would be at
Even though
point,
this is a disguised Quicksilver, we were all for weeks very much emotionally invested in this. I think it'd be weird to just get a third guy. It's like you either bring back Aaron Taylor Johnson in some way, another resurrection, or you retcon the ending of WandaVision where you add a little bit more info to be like, oh, okay.
She swiped him over from the other universe, but then she made him think he was just a normal guy, but then made that normal guy think he was Quicksilver.
Your parents were nobodies. They chose to be.
Yeah, it's that convoluted.
All right, guys. Well, hashtag save Quicksilver. Do you agree with this campaign? I do. Leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe, click that notification bell, hit that like button. Last but not least, Mikhail Linden. What's funny about this whole WandaVision discussion is that Mikhail Linden is actually someone who thought the finale was perfect. I quote, "They finished WandaVision perfectly." So I guess you had no problem with the Ralph Bohner joke. I guess people in Sweden have a better sense of humor about this than us egotistical, demanding, privileged Americans.
You love a good boner joke, don't you?
You're just better than the rest of us.
More sophisticated, I see.
You're trying to insult us. You know, you didn't say anything about us directly. You just said that you really love the finale. I think you're saying that we are overly critical and judgmental assholes.
I'm taking this personally.
Which I cannot believe you would say that about me. So, Mikhail, hope you enjoy your Ralph jokes. And have a good time in Switzerland.
Oh, no!
Oh, I got it wrong.
S country.
I'm glad you loved it, man. One day you'll get that Bond movie. You'll be happy. Thanks for being here for so long, dude.
It's so good when it gets here.